I have to wreck again here. Do you guys have any opinion on the Boston Marathon bombings, or you'd rather not comment on that?
It's a horrible tragedy, but don't let them take away any more of your rights because of it, because fucking, you know, shit happens.
Yeah, I guess
that was horribly
the biggest
insensitive.
thing is
I'm
to
very
just,
sorry.
To consider those that lost family. And,
look at the good parts of society instead of the bad parts. Look at all the people that run back to help as opposed to the one guy who ruined it for everybody.
And I think that's it goes back to what we were talking about before. I'd mentioned the whole notion of the selfishness of the human condition in a lot of ways. When we see a tragedy take place, especially like what you're mentioning in Boston, one or two people are responsible for doing lots of damage to several people. Now we can do one of two things. We can either focus all of our attention on the people that clearly wanted the attention by doing what they did, or we can focus our attention on the people that actually need it most, which are the people that actually got hurt, the families that were actually affected by it, and the general community around it that actually needs to heal. Now, it doesn't mean that we don't want to find the people that are responsible. It just means that I don't think that we really need to justify their actions by giving them the attention that they clearly want. You know, bullshit like that generally boils down to agenda. When bombings like that take place, the Oklahoma bombings, all this shit was basically designed for people to kind of get people's attention and to make some sort of ridiculous statement, whatever it might be. Now, if we're willing to let people make those statements and give people all their attention, all we're doing is basically giving them what they want. I don't want to give them that power. It's as simple as that.
Guy walks into a theater and shoots a bunch of people. I think it's probably got something to do with the fact that he wants to be all over the news, and you know, he wants to live on as like that guy who did that you're afraid of, and that's, you know, you're giving him exactly what he wants, you know, by having it like this, just fucking like this sick theater that you see of just like, you know, pictures of dead children. It's just fucked up, man. You're just giving these guys what they want.
Yeah, it goes,
attention.
Goes right back to what I was saying previously about the state of the media, where we're constantly in disaster mode. We're constantly in a situation where, well, let's go to the newest disaster. This is the horrible thing that's happened. Let's show this to everyone.
The media is propagating terror, right?
Yeah.
They're helping the cause of the terrorism.
And I'm not even fond of using that word because it doesn't always boil down to that. I mean, yes, something like the Boston bombings, you can definitely call it an act of terrorism. But by and large, when you think disasters, when you think of things like the school shootings that generally take place, generally it's the act of a person that's not quite right in the head, that has this particularly bizarre idea of basically meting out some justice in his own mind to himself and to others. And I don't really see that as necessarily as being terrorism in quite the same way. It's horrible. It's a reprehensible thing for any person to do. But once again, it goes back to the whole power notion. I don't want to empower these people. But when you kill yourself, unfortunately, then you run the risk of martyring yourself, which makes it even worse. But I still don't think. I think there's a way that we can go about doing this that doesn't give them any more influence than they already have. You know, I think living in the post 9/11 world that we do. People that make the decisions to do these things, unfortunately, see things like that as a method of conveying a message, regardless of how horrible that message might be.
All right, final question: what should we expect from Brohammer in the future?
Music, screaming, wailing guitars,
riffs, a lot of solos.
We have new songs that we're working on as we speak, you know, our personal current goal, finally getting some real recordings done. We've done lots of demoing work. We have new awesome guitarist Andy Lewis in the band, and he has been doing wonderful with us. This is what, your third show with us? Fourth?
Yeah.
4 shows in, and he's already just comfortable with what we're doing. So we're ready to finally get down and really get back to doing what we wanted to do, which was get, you know, a full-length album recorded. The opportunity to kind of flex our muscles and have stuff to show for people. That's our goal at the moment. That's our short-term goal, is to basically make sure we actually have something for everyone to enjoy.
Possibly tour in the future.
Let's not get ahead of ourselves. Let's get the recording first.
Yeah, recording.
All right. Sweet. Thanks a lot for the interview.
Thank you.
Nice to meet you.
I posted at Solar Storm 2011.
Absolutely.